Okay. In this lecture, we are going to solve another problem of asynchronous sequential circuit. The problem is we are going to design a sequential circuit with two internal state and one output, two excitation function. Then we have to draw a logical diagram and derive the derivation table and output map. This is the problem, right? Now, here first you have to decide that one, you have to draw the logical diagram. So, logic diagram you are going to draw. You are going to draw a logic diagram. So here, now you see this one. Here we need x1, x2. So we are having now that and. So here we are having AND gate, that the x2, y2 dash AND gate, then x2 dash y AND gate. Then these two are plus plus or. So we need to have OR gate. And we are getting now that output y1. Right? So that one is here. Y1 is equal to x1, x2 plus x1, y2 dash plus x2 dash y1. Right? Then here we need to have one AND gate. AND gate. Then here another AND gate. Right? Then this is another AND gate. AND gate, right? So here here OR gate with three input OR gate. So now here you have to draw the circuit. Right. So here first one is here we are having now one OR gate is required. I did one OR gate, right? Here one OR gate, one OR gate is required for output, right? So first one. Then here next we are having another one. Here also we are having one OR gate with three input OR gate. So you draw some one distance. Right. This is here, this is y1, this is y2. Sorry, capital letter. Y1, y2. And then one output is set with x1, y2. So we are having another OR gate. Another OR gate with Z as output. And then here you have to draw three AND gate. In front of that one, three AND gate is required. So one AND gate, then another AND gate, then another AND gate. So that AND gate output is going to connect with OR. Right? Now this AND gate is x1, x2. So here we are having now two input x1, x2. So we are going to connect with x1, x2. So we are going to connect with x2, x1, x2 to line, input line. Then here x1, y2 dash. So this is y2. So you have to take it as a feedback path. Feedback path. This is y2. Small y2 is a feedback path. Capital letter y2 is a excitation variable. Here this is, we are having now y2. So y2 dash is required. Y2 dash. So that one is here. This is the second part. Y2 dash, right? X1, Y2 dash. So X1, Y2 dash. Y2, and you have to connect with one OR gate. one not inverter. So y2 dash. Then you have to take one x1. So this is the x1. So you take one more input through x1, right? Then okay, this is over. Next x2 dash y1, x2 dash, right? So this is x2 dash x2 dash, and y1 is the feedback path. Y1 is the feedback path. Right. Now that first excitation is over. Second excitation y2. x2. Directly we are having one connection with x2. It's a single variable. So we are having one connection with x2. This is over. Next you have to take x1, y2. So we want to have one AND gate. x1, y2. So x1 is this one. So you take this one. x1. Then sorry, x1 dash. So x1 with the dash indicated, not you put not x1 dash, x1 dash, x1, and you have to take that one x1 dash, right? Inverter and y2. So this is y2, x1 dash y2. Now this is one input, right? Then we are having now x1, sorry, x1 dash x1 y2, right? x1 y2, x1 y2. The next is here x1 dash y1. You take x1 dash and you have to take y1. x1 dash y1 is connected with one AND gate. So you have to connect that one with here, right? Now Z is x1 y2. So y2 you take this y2 and then x1. So this is x1. You take that x1 also, right? So use proper pencil scale, you draw the diagram, right? Then here this is the logic diagram. So for that one we are having drawing logic diagram. So 4 mark. Okay. Next transition table you have to find out. So transition table, and then here first we are having now the map table, and then you will get now the transition table, right? Max table, and you will get now transition table, then another one output map, right? So the transition table from the first you have to draw the map table for the excitation variable y1 and y2 and also z, right? So that is we are going to draw now. We are going to draw now that one, right? Then here you draw. right? Here you put now this input. This is we are having now present state y1 small y1 small y2 y1 y2. Here we are having now that input is x1 x2, right? So we are having now 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Similarly here also 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, right? Now here y1, right? So this is the map table for y1. In that map table for y1, now you see this one, we are having x1 x2. So x1 x2 only is a variable. So x11 x21. So in that column you fill all ones, because these two variable whatever it may be, right? So this is y1 and y2 dash. So this is only this two tab, right? So that one is here. So if you are drawing that actually in that Karnaugh map, we are having now this four combined, and you will write now that one as y1 y2, right? So this is x1 x2, so this is wrong, right? So that is here y1 x1 x2, right? So this is x1 x2, this is x1 x2. Now you have to fill 1 1 1 1, right? Here this is for this x1 x2. Two variable is extra two variable, here total four variable. The two variable is not there, then for that two variable, then this is optional. So you have to take everything for all cases, you have to put 1 1 1. Next x1 y2 dash, x1 y2 dash, x1 1, x1 is 1 is here, this is 1, this is 1, right? Then y2 dash, y2 dash is this one and this one, x1 y2, right? So this one, so here what you have to do is these two and these two you have to write. So already we are having one, so these two and these two you have to put one. So four entries should be there for this one, right? So that is actually what we are having now, x1 y2 dash. If two variable is not there, then for that variable you have to use y1 plus y1 dash you have to add. And then here we are getting now, this is x1 y2 dash y1 plus x1 y2 dash y1 dash, right? Then here we are adding two more, multiplying with two more variables, that x2 dash plus x2, right? So that is, if you are adding that one, then is the multiplying that one, this one is actually value 1. So there is no change. So here we are getting now y1 y1 dash, then one more variable is missing now, x2. So x2 dash plus x2 is multiplied, then there is no change in value, right? Then x1 x2 dash y1 y2 dash plus this one as x1 x2 dash y2 dash y1, right? Then plus you multiply x2, right? So that one is x1 x2 y1 x1 x2 y2 dash y1 plus x1 x2 y2 dash y1 dash, right? So that one is for all y cases is coming now. So x1 x2, then added with x1 x2, then added with all cases. So that four combination. So for that we are putting now this four, right? So that is we are having now. If you are having two variable, then we need to have four entries. Four entries. If you are having common, then you leave it, right? Right. Then next we are having that another two variable. So that is here x2 dash y, x2 dash y1, right? So x2 dash is here 0. So x2 0 is first column and fourth column. Then y1 is here third row and fourth row. So the you have to put this 1 1, right? Already we are having 1 1. Here you have to add 1 1, right? So that is we are having now, correct, x2 dash x2 dash y1. So y1 is this two, x2 dash y1. So this is the case, right? Then we have to fill all others are 0. All others are 0, right? How do you fill that value? You properly you use that one, right? Right. Delete. Similarly for y2. For y2 you draw the diagram. Right. Now how do you fill the y2? Right. This is y1 y2 small letter, y1 y2 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Similarly here also 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Right. Then here we are going to fill that one x2, only single variable, right? For that single variable, the other three variables are missing. So 8 entry should be there. 8 entry should be there. X2, wherever x2 is 1, the corresponding column we have to fill 1. So x2 is 1, x1, x2. So x2 is 1 as here. The second row, second column and third column. So in the second column and third column, you have to put 1. This is x2. Second column and third column, you have to fill with 1. Right? So that is x2. x2 is 1, right? So this is x2 is 1. x2 is 1. Here x2 is 1. So this two column, you have to fill 38 ones. Right? If this 8 combined together, then you will get now that one as x2. That term is x2 only. These are reverse, right? Okay. So this is x2. So this is x2. So you have to take these two column x2, right? Then you have to fill all rows, right? y2. Next we are having now, this is x2, right? Next x1 y2. Here we are having now x1 y2. x1 y2 dash, I think so, right? x1 y2 dash, x1 y2 dash, x1 y2 dash, or x1 y2. So x1 y2, x1 y2. So x1 is 1, y2, y2 1 is this two row, y2 1, right? This two row, and x1, x1 1 is x1 1 is this two column. So this two row and two column. So here we have to fill. This is already 1 is there. So we are filling now. So this is 1 1. So this is the, so this two column, this two row. So this two column, this two row, we are filling now. Right? We are filling now this one. Right. Next. Here another expression is here x1 dash y1. x1 dash y1. x1 dash y1 is x1 dash is 0, 0. y1 is the last two row. Then x1 dash 0, 0. So first two column. So here already we are having now 1, 1. So this is 1, 1. Then we are filling now 1, 1. So we fill all others are 0. Right? This is for y2. Then we have to draw y2 and then now we can draw the transition table for this one. Before that, we would write the for output map also. Output map, right? So here we are having now that output map we have to do. So output map is here the same way, right? So that is you have to draw the table. Right. So this is okay. This is we are having now y1, y2. So y1, y2 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So x1, x2 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So this is for output map. This is y1 map. This is y2 map. This is Z is output map. Z is output map, right? So that one is here. We are having x1. So x1 is 1. What are the x1 is 1? So Z function is actually x1 plus y2. Right? So wherever x1 is two column, right? X1 is 1, the column 2, column 3 and 4. Then you have to fill all ones, 8, 1. Like similarly, y2. Y2 is second row, third row. So second row, third row, you have to fill 8, 1. This already 2 ones are there. So don't worry about that. So this is the case. Right? So this is the output map. So this is the output map. Right? The transition table is here y2, y1, and then here we are having, you merge these two tables. So you merge these two tables here. You draw the table. Now you while drawing the table, this column width is somewhat high. So you want to have two entries there. So we are merging that y1 and y2. So that one is you have to do. So you have to draw line somewhat lengthier. So we want to have two entries there, two consecutive entry. So what you have to give some length. Okay. Then here you have to draw 4 line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So here you, as usual, you write that as like a Karnav map. So just you write that 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Here also you put 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Here if you are writing in that way, there is no issue. So you write it. Because easily you can write that one x1 x, right? So that is here we are having now 1 1 1 0. So here you write that one as 1 0. Then here we are having 0 1 0 1. Then here 1 1. So this is 1, this is 1. So you write it as 1 1. Then here also 1 0. You write it as 1 0. Right? Then here 0 1 0. So this is 0 and 0. So you write it here 0 0. Similarly 0 1. Next was 0 1. Then the corresponding cell 1 1 1 1, and then 0 1. Next is 0 1. Then next is 1 1. That is 0 1. So you have to put 0 1 here. And then here is next is also 0 1. Next is 1 1. Next 1 0. Next is 0 1, right? Next to 0 1. Correct? Then here we are having now 1 1, 0 1, then 1 1, then 1 0. Correct? 1 0. Okay. So this is the now this is the transition table. Transition table, right? So this is we are having now y1, y2, this one, right? So the transition table, right? So now the transition table with the output, right? So transition table with the output is here. Here actually what we have to do is we have to draw once again the table and you put comma with the output value also. So comma with the output value. So here we are having now 1 0 followed by 0 because of this output is 1 here in that cell. Then another output is 0. So you put it 0 here. Then another here the output is 1. Then put it here also 1. Then here this is output is 1. Then put it 1 here. Right? Then 0 0 the output is 1. Here also output is 1. Comma output is 1. Comma output is 1. Right? Here also comma output 1. Here comma output 1. Here comma output 1. Here comma output 1. Here comma output 0. Here comma output 0. This is output 1. Output 1. And also here you are going to draw flow table. In that flow table, you use that instead of that binary number, you use that variable name, right? So for that y1, y2, you put A. Then 0, 1 is B. 1 1 is C, then 1 0 is D, right? Then you put now A, B, C, D, right? Then here you put as usual 0 0, 0 1, 1 1, 1 0. You put it here. Then here this 1 0, 1 0 is D. 1 0 is D. So here you write D comma 0. Here you write 0 1 B comma 0. Right? Next 1 1, that is 1 1 is C comma 1. Then here 1 0 is D comma 1. Right? Then here for that B 0 0 0 0 is A. Right? A comma 1. Then 0 1 B comma 1. Then here 1 1 D comma 1 1 C comma 1 1. Then here we are having 0 1 0 1 is B, right? B comma 1. Similarly for C, so 0 1 A comma 1, A comma 1. Then 0 1 A comma 1. Then 1 1 D comma 1. Then 0 1 A comma 1. Then for D, so D, that is C comma. So here we are having now A comma 1. Here we are having now C comma 0. Here 0 1 is B comma 0. Then 1 1 1 1 is C comma 1. Then here we are having 1 0 D comma D comma D comma 1. Right? Now here what you have to do is with the same name of that column, right? You put circle. Here B is same. B is same. Here also B is same. So the column, the particular row, B row, in the cell also if you are having B, you put a circle. So that is stable state. C, here there is no. So here D, here also we are having D. Right? Here A, there is no A here for that row. For C, no. Right? So these three are stable state, then all others are unstable state. This is a flow table for this diagram, logic diagram, right? So this is the flow table. This is the flow table for this diagram. Right? So this is the flow table for this diagram. Flow table, flow table. This is the transition table with the output, right? Transition table with output. This is the output map. Output map. This is the excitation map. Excitation 1, excitation 2. So excitation map. This is the output map. This is the transition table with output. So this is a flow table. Actually, the flow table is not asking, just you complete up to here. This is enough. This table is not necessary for this answer. If suppose they are asking, then how do you draw flow table? I explained. Okay, we can stop here. We'll continue by another lecture.